Call at 831-479-1080. That's 831-479-1080. And now, here are your hosts for tonight's program, Neil Pearlberg and Terry Campion.
Gang, good evening and welcome to another Off the Dip radio show broadcasting from, Santa Cruz, California. You are listening to the world's only live surf and skate show right here on your favorite Santa Cruz station, KSCO, where they do ask you to listen and be heard. And tonight we are...
Day 2.
Day 2, episode... No. Episode 2. Okay? The sex talks...
Oh, boy.
...of Mr. Billy Hamilton. Oh, did I say sex talks?
Well, good thing the professor's here.
That's true.
She can back it up if it's true or not.
Well, Mr. Hamilton did say that he wanted to have a kissing contest. It was off the lip kissing contest.
He's been recruiting all day.
I know. And how many people are here?
I don't know.
No.
They're lined up.
No, so if you would like, let me tell you who's here in the studio. We have in the studio today Mr. Billy Hamilton, the Jesus of cool, the style master.
Mm-hmm. What was my quote?
He is related to one of the world's great surfers, Mr. Laird Hamilton.
Whatever.
Whatever about him.
Let's talk about Billy.
We're here to talk about Billy. But if anybody, we'd like to invite down to the studio tonight, if you'd like to come down to KSCO, or call in, 479-1080. If you want to come down here and kiss Billy Hamilton, he is available for a kiss.
Does that go for everybody?
Yeah, we're
maybe the door.
We are in Santa Cruz. Anybody who wants to kiss Billy, get on down here.
No. Let's just we got backpedal here. Hey, I want to show you some style backpedaling. Watch this giant cutback.
Really quickly.
Is that an off the lip?
Yes.
No pun intended.
That was pretty much. I spanked the lip on that one.
Show is already gone downhill.
It's
really
over.
quickly, I got to announce the Olo Hui Nalu surf demo paddle out luau for the down there at the river mouth this Saturday.
Oh, the Redwood boards are paddling out.
The Redwood boards are paddling out June 19th, 8 a.m. to 4 p.m.
July 19th.
Excuse me, July 19th. The boards are now currently there at the Santa Cruz Museum of Art and History. I mean, they're unbelievable.
Yes.
Go check that out. But there is a paddle out, a surf demo at 8 a.m. at Cowles, paddle out 11 a.m. Main Beach, luau 1 p.m. at Abbott Square.
Aren't they doing the demo at Cowles?
The demo is at 8 a.m. at Cowles.
Yeah, hit that up.
Hit that up. I'm also going to mention the Help Surfrider Foundation keep access to Martins Beach open. Martins Beach.
Open.
Discuss that here on the show.
On the weekends, it's open.
Is it really?
Yeah.
Surfrider Foundation will host a public workshop to solicit input from the beach-going community about restoring public access to Martins Beach. The workshop will be held on Monday, July 20th, 2015 at the Pacific Community Center in Pacifica from 6 to 9 p.m.
Backfired on that billionaire completely. He thought he was going to buy a beach and put a gate up, and
he's got a lot of heat
on him.
Yeah, he's got people up his ass.
Made him look like an idiot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Speaking of idiots,
in the studio,
we have one of the world's great idiots. We have one of the world's great idiots in the studio. Yes. Hey, you know who? You know what? If you've been interviewed on 60 Minutes by Leslie Stahl, she doesn't interview idiots. She interviews Billy Hamilton. Billy, welcome to the show.
Thanks for having me.
Episode 2, you were on last week.
I love being with you, Leslie. It's great.
Just gonna call me Sheila. So, you were here last week. We decided I wanted to get another hour. We didn't have enough last week. I wanted another hour, but I did call you up and say let's record something. And you said you were going to stay, and we have you. This is the first time we've had back-to-back.
It is,
same guest.
That's cool.
Wow, yeah. I'm honored. Thank you for that.
You should be. Yeah, you should be honored. Yeah, because it's the first.
So, can I interrupt?
You always interrupt. So
I missed the show last week. I listened.
You were on the couch.
No, I was.
Where were you?
I was at work. I was at Long Beach at the Agenda Show.
That's right.
Which was fantastic, and we can talk about that another time. But you brought up the Redwood boards last week that you're here shaping this amazing project. Neil and Billy, I'd like you, because Neil, you went this week and saw this project.
Yeah.
Can we talk about that? Is
Yeah.
that
Sure, of course,
okay?
yeah.
Well, Neil, maybe you should start because you went up and actually drove up.
No
and,
cameras yet. Middle of nowhere.
Secret spot. Yeah.
Middle of nowhere. Drove to this 85 acres.
There's
in
like
the Redwood.
Minuteman missiles hidden up there or something, huh?
Yeah. Took my sister up. She got my sister's a photographer. She got a camera ready to go.
No cameras.
No.
Mm-hmm.
And I drove up there and saw probably the most beautiful surfboard I've ever seen in my life. And I've seen a couple. Not as many as UTC.
Well,
that Jim Phillips board
Yeah.
was...
Well, this is a collection. This collection. Let me backpedal again. It's this wood came from. There was 15 wine tanks from the Marisu winery in Santa Fe. It was the first winery ever founded in California, in Northern California, and these wine casks were built out of old growth redwood, and at the time were probably 23, maybe 2,500 year old redwood, and it held red wine for 100 years, so it has these purplish hues that run through the grain.
How big are these tanks?
They were 20 feet, 18 feet in diameter and about 18 feet high, and the gauge of the wood was about nearly 2 7/8 by 6 inches wide, and they were doweled and miter cut at 2 degrees to create the circumference of these vats. So the wood has been transformed into surfboards by a man named Larry Fuller, who is responsible for the project. And what he's done is he's gathered about 25 of the greatest shapers, living and also not living, Donald Takayama being one and Dale Velzy being another one, that contributed to the project. So these boards are exceptionally rare in collectability. They're exceptionally rare in the material that's being used, and they'll probably be up for viewing in the airport in San Francisco next year. Probably be in the Smithsonian at some point. It's museum quality. It's something that all these surfers that were selected to do this project, it's kind of the legacy that they're leaving behind. It's like Michelangelo left something behind, Stradivarius left something behind. These boards are going to be in place in history at some point, I would think, thousands of years from now.
Yeah.
So,
Are they going to stay together as a group, or are they getting split up?
they'll probably be at some point be split up. Right now, we're trying to keep them together as a 100-piece item to be shown. There's Tom Stone, who is a Hawaiian part of this, who actually came here last year, kind of like a 100-year anniversary for the Princess's boards. He has created a the very beginning, the pre-Captain Cook boards, the Alaias and the Olos and all those real historical surfboards that were the beginning of the sport from back 600-800 years ago. So.
Right.
Who has the pink slips on these? Like somebody's going to have control over those boards.
Maybe Larry?
Well, Larry has the largest collection of surfboards, probably the largest and greatest collection of surfboards in the world.
Here in this town.
Not necessarily. Well, he has them in other areas in Texas and
Pat
it's spread out. But the thing is that when it becomes in vogue again to collect old surfboards, he definitely has quite a few of them. So.
But they went up there to his house, TC. Was
I want to hear more about that.
Absolutely remarkable. And they had the camera there that they were taking photographs of that one Jim Phillips board was a $50,000 camera, one of only 2 in the United States.
That's correct.
And it was just the woodworking up there, TC. The boards were you couldn't even. When I left there, I'm like, how am I going to tell my friends about this?
Right.
How are the pictures on my iPhone going? I snuck a couple of pictures, on the QT.
Did you pick one up?
Pick one up board? No,
They're heavy as
no, I didn't touch it.
Billy, what are you talking weight-wise?
No, I didn't touch anything.
Oh, well, they're chambered and
they've been chambered,
hollowed,
right?
I got that.
But
yeah.
they're still dense and heavy. They're this is redwood, solid redwood. So.
And I listened last week,
Right.
and so you guys are putting these together, and then you're cutting them, and then you're chambering them, and then you're putting them back together
There's a lot of
and glassing
lot
them.
of work involved.
How many hours does that take
Hundreds of hours
for each board?
Look, I'll tell you, just personally, I glued a a balsa wood board that was 9'6". It took me 40 hours to cut the board out individually and glue it together. Okay, so with a redwood, which this stuff is, you have to be really precise. I suspect it's 50 or 60 hours for one board.
Wow.
You know?
Neil, we're talking legend pay here.
Right.
This is not like piecework rookie guy in the warehouse. This is 40 hours of legend pay.
Right.
This is an investment for each one of these boards. Priceless surfboards.
Well,
Smithsonian.
The thing is, they're really historical objects in a sense that there was only so much material to make so many surfboards by the people that are considered the very best in our business. So,
who in this project, do you awe over that's involved besides yourself, of course? But who do you?
Well, let's just Donald Takayama, Dale Velzy, Rennie Yater. The list goes on. It's just you just name a great shaper. He's involved in that. Doug Hout's involved in that. Michelle Janot's involved in it.
Nice.
John Mell will be involved in it. It's like the guys who are, integral in here in this. And you know what? A lot of shapers have been left out, and you can only have so many.
For sure.
And I was selected because one of the guys that owns the wood likes who I am and what I do.
TC?
Does each shaper branding their board?
Basically just a signature.
Just a signature?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's like what we're doing, TC. We're recording all the surf history.
Like
and they're shaping these boards, which
Yeah.
is similar, which is they're recording their history
Yes.
in art, in a surfboard. You're listening to the Author Radio Show here on KSCO. This portion of the show has been brought to you by... Ready, TC?
I'm ready.
Did you hear this last week? Maverick Paddle Sports, owned by Maverick's pioneer, Mr.
Jeff
Clark. Advertising on the show is an all-inclusive paddleboard shop providing lessons, rentals, SUP gear, suited for Northern California's changing conditions. They have a variety of SUPs ranging from high-performance surf to cruisers, beginner boards, race boards, and downhill boards. Maverick's Paddleboard Sports is on the beach inside Pillar Point Harbor. Great place to paddleboard.
Well, and Jeff Clark's an amazing paddleboarder.
Yeah.
And so it's a perfect fit for him to have this.
That's exactly
store.
right.
Yeah.
Check out their Facebook page, Maverick Paddle Sports, or give them a call at 650-563-2451. Neil and TC here on the Author Radio Show with our wonderful guest tonight, Mr. Billy Hamilton. We'll be right back after this short break. Don't go away.
This is Numa and Isaac from Aloha Island Grill. Well, summer's right around the corner here in Santa Cruz, and that means one thing. It's time to come get your grind on at the Aloha Island Grill.
Come over to Aloha Island Grill and eat some food.
We're located on the corner of Portola and 17th Avenue, and we've got a beautiful lanai for you to come sit out on. We've got a fine assortment of plate lunch, fresh ahi poke, and other wonderful treats for you to enjoy.
My favorite food at Aloha Island Grill is Kalua Pig.
We've got ice-cold beer and wine for those hot summer days, and try some of our homemade POG, Passion Orange Guava Juice. It's delicious. For to-go orders, give us a call at 479-3299. Find us on the web at alohaislandgrill.com or come on down to 1700 Portola Drive. Aloha Island Grill is a proud member of Think Local First.
Hey, it's Julie from Toyota and Sign of Santa Cruz. I want to introduce you to our new slogan. Why drive over the hill when the big store is right next door? The all-new Toyota Santa Cruz. You have to come check out this dealership. It is amazing. 50,000 square feet of state-of-the-art service and sales. Over 500 new, used, and certified pre-owned cars and trucks. And our number one commitment is to save you time and money. And you know what else we're proud of? Our customer service. And that's why you guys keep coming back. We take care of our customers. So get down there, check out the dealership, buy a car or a truck, make me happy, and have a great day.
Hey, this is Jimbo Phillips, Santa Cruz artist. I'm here with my son Colby to tell you about our stickers.
Stickers!
Yeah, they're for sale at Santa Cruz Boardroom.
The boardroom!
And made in Santa Cruz on the wharf and at jimbophillips.com.
Right, Colby? Yeah!
So get some and stick 'em.
Stick 'em! Yeah!
Stick 'em everywhere. Skateboard, surfboard, on your car, and have fun, kids.
Yeah!
And we are back here tonight on Tuesday night, 7 to 8 p.m. with the Off the Net Radio Show. We do have an Instagram page. We do have a Facebook page.
Yeah.
We do tweet.
Yeah. Stickers.
Stickers are found at the. You know what? I gotta remake that. Colby's
classic.
He's over that.
I love that kid.
Here tonight in studio, Mr. Billy Hamilton.
Hands.
The Jesus of Cool.
Mm-hmm.
The Style Master.
Yes. I wanted to be like him.
You did want to be like. What do you like about him and his surfing style?
Man, well, last week you summed it up. You said that when I surf, I want to surf like I'm listening to jazz, or you said that was your style of surfing was how jazz music came to you.
Yeah, music flowed through me at that, early on. So.
And I just met Billy for the first time tonight, so I can say that. But like, I wanted the hands, man, the turns. And
did you do it?
Well, you know what? I think a lot of people emulated your style today, and I think you look at people like Tom Curran and Kelly Slater, and what makes them a fantastic surfers. And you look at everybody; it's style, right? Style is everything, right?
Gotta be cool.
And there's not a hair out of place. The hands are perfect, and it's a style.
Did Leslie Stahl from 60 Minutes like your style?
Oh yeah, she liked my style. For sure.
Was that an overnighter interview?
That was almost a 2.5 interview, and she goes, "Man, you're a really good interview." I said, Leslie, I watch you on TV. I think you're a really good-looking woman, but I tell you what, in real life, you're hot. She looked at me and she goes, "I don't know if that's a compliment or not." I said, "Take it as a really big compliment." So.
She was hot?
Yeah, she's hot.
What was the first board you ever made? Do you remember it?
Yeah, the first surfboard I made was I was working for Surfboards Hawaii in Encinitas in 1967, and it was under the tutelage of John Price, and he gave me 20 blanks and a planer, showed me how to use the planer. I skinned 20 blanks, and then I had one blank to use for myself, and I was making a semi-gun for Hawaii because I was leaving that company to move back to Hawaii right in that period of time, and I remember the board getting thinner and thinner and thinner. It's like I have no control over this stuff. It's just getting thin.
Right.
And I think that's probably. Now surfboards are, the blank comes out really close tolerance, and they're much easier shape now than they were then. But before they were blocks of foam. They were big,
square, big rectangle.
They were basically blocks of foam, and you just had to find the form within that. So. Make your own. We learned how to use our tools really well. So,
you know how to use your tool. Felix from Sandal Ding Repair. Are we getting that? Are we getting that in?
Yeah, Felix time. I love Felix. Right.
What's he got going on?
You know what?
7224. I need to get my board. Now you want to fix my board.
Sand Surfboard Repair right now is hiring. I talked to Felix today. Yes, he's looking for some piecework guys that really experience is not necessary. What he wants is people who are willing to work. Billy, you know how this is, being in the surfboard business. Sometimes surf's up, work doesn't happen.
Right.
Felix wants guys who will come to work and surf later. So if you're looking for a job, contact Felix down there.
722-4060.
Yep, he'll train you, and you know what? You'll laugh a lot.
And his place where he works is gorgeous. It's right
beautiful.
next to the beach. Beautiful.
Work hard, play hard, laugh a lot. Call Felix. Go down for an interview.
And if you can learn how to repair boards, you can do that anywhere in the world. You can
anywhere in the world.
and learn it to do it
anywhere.
And
you know what else? I started repair when I was 13 years old. I repaired all of Mickey Muñoz's rental boards in Doheny many years ago, and that's what got me started in the industry of making boards.
I agree.
Was that it was the very beginning, and basically when you patch, you're making it on a smaller scale, a complete board.
Right. You're shaping it. Yeah,
you're
I did it too.
Glassing, sanding, finishing the whole thing.
I had a ding repair business called, get ready for this, Swell Ding Repair. Yep, it was a great name. Thank you very much. And it's true.
Swell Ding Repair?
Swell Ding Repair. And you want to know how I fixed I bought matchbooks, and I had a rubber stamp that said Swell Ding Repair. Yeah. And I went to every shop in town. I put a box of matches on their counter that said Swell Ding Repair.
Nice.
So anybody out there that really, it's worked out pretty good.
Worked out very good, I'm sure.
But Felix is hiring, so any kids, parents.
That'd be a good name for condoms.
Here we go.
There we
go. Hey, so okay, but your favorite board that you've ever made, the favorite board. What was the one? This question from.
Oh, that one. Oh my
that
God.
Question.
I had made
the first board, your favorite board that you've ever made.
All right.
That you've ridden.
I made a board that was about, I think it was about a 7/8. And I rode it at Pipeline. I lived right in front of Pipeline. You know where they call the Volcom House, house, the Jerry Lopez house. Well, before that house was built, that was my front yard. And I lived in a little house that was right there on Kainui Road, and I actually built a corral for my wife's horse there, Laird's mother.
On the beach.
Right there on the beach.
So where the Volcom house was actually was a horse?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's an interesting
slice of history. It was an Appaloosa, and it was a murder.
What a view that horse had.
That's a whole nother story. But anyway, back to the surfboard. I had this beautiful surfboard. I used it for about a week in this one swell. I lost it, and this is before cords, and it was back. The rip carried it down the beach, and when I got ashore, I went down, ran down the beach, looked for it, couldn't find it, and I was just like
pissed,
really pissed off. And I was going, where did that board go? And some guy came down and goes, hey, Billy, your board, some Hawaiian guy came down and stole it off the beach. I just saw him run through the park. So I went home, and I was so angry. I remember I punched the mailbox right off the 4x4 post. I mean, I just tore it up. I was like livid. I wanted to grab this guy and kill him. But so I went the following day. I went to Tiger Aspero's house. He was kind of the godfather of the North Shore with all the local guys.
Hawaiian guy.
Yeah, Hawaiian guy.
Like the original Hui.
Yeah, he was like a great big wave rider. Very well known. And I said, Tiger, I had a board stolen yesterday off the beach by Aokai, and a local guy took it. I don't know anything more than that, but put out the word, would you? So 2 days later, the board arrives at my house, and it's got a big orange ball over my logo, and
so I got it back though.
Yeah, he goes, yeah, there's a gang of guys up in Haula that have been stealing boards, so I knew where to go. No worry, it won't happen again, Billy. No worry. So.
What's funny is that boards would wash to the beach and people would grab them and run.
Well, actually, Laird used to grab them like Lopez's boards. He'd grab them, take them up, and bury them. And Lopez would be going around looking for his board, and Laird would be laughing like,
ransom it for an ice cream. I'll give it back to you.
Laird the Menace. Yeah.
Back to Laird for a second. What's your relationship with Laird right now?
It's basically I'm on the Earth and he's on Mars.
Is he?
Yeah, his head's so in the clouds right now that he doesn't recognize who I am, but he will at some point, maybe.
Yeah, he'll come back.
They all come around
at some point. They come.
Well, I have daughters. Daughters.
They used to come around when the refrigerator was full.
Yeah, they'll come around.
Yeah.
Okay, so you're a sculptor, right? You're an artist, correct? Your hands have been.
All surfboard shapers are sculptors, and except. The difference is that we're not doing it for just purely to look at, to enjoy.
Right.
We have to build something that looks beautiful but really works well.
Okay.
So,
would you rather have your hands on a beautiful surfboard or a beautiful woman?
How about both at the same time?
Now, you've only got one pair. What are you going to do? No, she's going to want the beautiful.
That's called a tandem board.
How are you figuring that?
Well,
are you going both? You going both?
Yeah. Oh yeah. Both. Beautiful surfboard, beautiful woman. I'm taking her out.
Would you know the difference? Would you know
where my chin is?
Yeah.
Right there.
Would you know the difference between the two?
Oh yeah. I have this. I've already been through this before in my mind. It's
not
like
if
I were blind.
Not here, you haven't.
If I were blind.
Yeah.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
And a beautiful woman was put in front of me. I could tell with my hands exactly how tall she was, the width of her waist, every curve, because I know about curves. I've spent my whole life using my hands with curves, right? When we shape boards, we're constantly
down the rail.
We're constantly using
looking for
our
curves.
hands.
You need curves. Curves has been your life.
Yeah,
concaves.
Of course.
You can figure out concaves, no problem.
Yeah, bottom curve.
Jeff Winterholder says I sound thirsty.
He's coming out with us later. Is that the plan?
Don't know.
Jeff, get a hall pass for going out.
Yeah.
That's it.
Get a hall pass. Does he need a hall pass, Winterholder?
No way.
He does, doesn't he?
No hall pass needed. That's an interesting concept though, because you do shape with your hands, and a lot of people don't realize that. I think a really talented shaper could shape blindly or measure blindly, because your hands are really the most important tool. If you ever, because you do this, but custom shape surfboard builders will rub their hands down the rails, and they can tell if it's consistent or not.
Well, the information's being transferred through your hands into your mind, right?
Right.
and vice versa. So it's like, it's really it's an integral part of what we do. You know, we're dealing with curves constantly. That's what the surfboard's all about.
Okay, you're listening to the Off the Radio Show here on KSCO, where they do ask you to listen and be heard. This is your curve station.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
We're here tonight with the Jesus of Cool, the Style Master himself. Mr. Billy Hamilton is in studio. We are on Facebook, Instagram. We are live streaming on SantaCruzWaves.com. Thank you to Chad for making it happen.
I'm watching. It's happening right now.
Is it happening?
It is.
Go to SantaCruzWaves.com.
It says
on
good.
YouTube. It's good. We're good.
We're good to go.
Chad, are we good? This portion of the show is brought to you by the Windjammer.
Billy's been there.
Oh, yeah. I've been in there, too, a couple of times.
I've
I
heard
have a couple of belts.
I've heard.
I've had a few belts. Like blowing the froth off a couple in there.
Ice cold beer.
The froth.
Uh-oh. Jeff Woodhull, so I'm bringing my hall pass.
Nice.
A local fun community bar since 1969.
That was a big swell that year.
That was.
Mm-hmm.
Swell Repair.
That was one of the biggest swells in
Swell's
Santa
been a
Cruz
big
history.
bit.
Was in 1969.
1969?
Yes.
At Rio de Mar Shopping
Biggest
Center,
swell in
happy hour.
history.
Be quiet, Billy. Happy hour Monday through Friday, 4 to 7 p.m. Friendly, happy bartenders, and they are happy. Trust me. Live music, no cover charges. Friday with Hootenanny on Friday evening, and the Eve of Eden on Saturday. One of Eve's wearing on Saturday night, like a little four-leaf clover type thing.
Oh man,
What's she wearing?
We're going to break,
The
aren't
Eve of
we?
Eden. No, we're not going to break.
Oh,
No, but I'm going to give away free coffee again this week.
perfect.
If you want to call in and talk to Billy tonight, the phone number is 831-479-1080. That's again, it's 831-479-1080. If you got a question for the wonderful, it's been great having you in town. Time's become it's livened up since you've been here.
Fast, right?
It's livened up since you showed up. Okay, we're going to talk a little bit more about your boards. What's the one that you the compartment board that you made? What was that?
Oh,
the one that
was,
we
you know, in my 55-year career of making surfboards, you get, you know, along the way throughout different eras of time,
right,
you get these boards that are made for certain things, right? So this was probably 35 years ago. I got an order from a guy who came up. He gave me $2,000, and 32 years ago that was a lot of money. He says, I need a board made, and I need it made in one day. Can you do that? And I said, sure, I can do that, and that's not a problem. He said, but this is a special board. I said, what kind of board? He says, it's like a suitcase board. I said, what are you going to carry? He says, I have pot that I'm taking to the mainland. I said, okay, I can do that. How many pounds? He says, 18 pounds. I said, okay, I can do that. I need to get the blank. It's 12-foot long blank. This is like a tandem. I'm going to make a big tandem board.
Right.
So I shaped the board. I started the project at about 10 o'clock in the morning, and by 6 o'clock in the evening, the board was shaped, cut in half, chambered, and
filled.
It was filled, and I was gluing it back together again. I had to wait a few hours, so around 8 o'clock, I started glassing the board, and then hot coating it. So there's this time sequence. You have to wait for things to dry in our business, so it takes a little bit of time. So I think it was about it was probably around 1 or 2 in the morning when I started sanding, and then it was probably about 2:33. I threw the first top coat on, waited that for about half an hour. So about around 4 o'clock in the morning, I put the bottom on.
And
it was done in the morning, like 6 o'clock in the morning. It was completely finished, right? So the guy came, picked it up. He was completely happy. And then
you drop a bag
and
off for you?
I had it. It was this ugly Coast Guard orange board, and the thing weighed, you know, on top of 18 pounds, it probably weighed another 20 pounds. So it was really heavy. It's like, I said, how are you gonna transport this thing? He says, we're gonna put it on a pallet and send it by freight, you know. And they sent it from Hawaii to Colorado, and it was during the era of like windsurfing, when windsurfing was really in vogue, and I think they put a mast with the board also, and it went back and forth 3 separate times from Hawaii to Colorado. It was quite a successful board.
So it had a hatch.
It had a series of hatches. Oh,
interesting.
Yeah.
Was that guy Australian? Because Australians are famous for that.
Oh yeah. Well, you know, back in the early days, back in this, in the early, you know, mid '60s and late '70s, there were there was a lot of stuff coming out of Afghanistan, you know, and
The Thai sticks.
yeah, and that was another item that was moved throughout the world. But
Interesting stuff.
Yeah,
we are listening
surfboards
to
and drugs.
Yes. No, really? You're listening to the Off the Radio Show here on KSCO. Pick up the phone right now. Call number 4. Is that all right, Chris? Call number 4 gets free. Oh, look at this. Let me read this off. Let me see.
We got news? Newswire?
People's Coffee and Live Oak is serving hands down the best coffee in town, is giving away coffee on the Off the Radio Show for the next 5 weeks.
5 more weeks?
Yep. He signed up for more.
Wow.
Thank you, Curtis.
Yeah, Curtis is
The
okay.
4th caller to dial 479-1080 gets a gift certificate worth $20 worth of coffee from People's Coffee.
That's like 10 cups.
It's a lot of coffee.
I know.
You know?
That'll keep you going.
Yeah, it's free.
I know.
Like free. This is Neil and TC with the Off the Radio Show. We'll be right back up to this very short... Chris is getting busy. Very short break. Don't go away.
Hi, this is Tim Loslot, head golf professional at De La Viega Golf Course. I want to welcome all golfers throughout Santa Cruz County to join us for our 2015 Firecracker Sale, July 1st through July 5th. And don't forget to sign up for the 2015 Santa Cruz City Amateur. The dates for the City Amateur this year are Saturday, August 8th and Sunday, August 9th. Don't forget to secure your entry to get into this prestigious event. Lastly, don't hesitate to visit the De La Viega Disc Golf Shop, located right behind De La Viega Golf Course on Upper Park Road. You can always find us at delaviegagolf.com.
This is Brother Timmy.
And Cleo from Cleo's Corner at Pono Hawaiian Grill.
Featuring wraps, teriyaki bowls, plate lunches, amazing and creative salads, vegetarian and gluten-free options, and over 20 different types of poke, all made to order, fast, fresh, and healthy. And what's your favorite, Khalil?
The chicken fingers.
Located at 120 Union Street in downtown Santa Cruz. Call us for takeout at 831-426-PONO or check us out on the web at ponohawaiiangrill.com. We put the Ono in Pono. Yee-hoo.
Hi, this is Steve Pereira, the beach guy at Bailey Properties in Santa Cruz, California. My wife Diane and I are experienced realtors who know and live at the beach, and we've been bringing the coast home to you since 1982. We'd love to help you sell or buy your slice of paradise here on the Santa Cruz coast. Please give the beach guy a call at 831-818-7064 or give Mrs. Beach Guy a call at 831-818-5939. Also, please drop into our website at lifesofbeach.com and check out our available coastal properties. Remember, no one knows the turf. Near the surf, better. Come see our newest listing this weekend from 1 to 4 p.m. at 423 37th Avenue at Breakers Beach in Pleasure Point, Santa Cruz, California. Cowabunga.
Stay warm in the fog, comfortable in the sun, and ready for your surf session with Ventana Surfboards and Supplies, environmentally responsible apparel and surf supplies. Ventana's super soft shirts and hoodies made from recycled plastic and organic cotton, natural surf wax formulated for Santa Cruz's cold water, unique wooden surf supplies, and more are loved by adventurers everywhere. For the largest Ventana selection, visit New Leaf Community Market Capitola on 41st Avenue and Burdell's on Pacific Avenue in downtown Santa Cruz. Ventana Surfboards and Supplies. Craftsmanship, responsibility, adventure.
And we are back. Thank you for listening, audience, KSC audience, and audience worldwide, because we are streaming on SantaCruzWaves.com. We are on Instagram, we do Facebook, and occasionally I do put a tweet out there, but man,
it's hard to do it all.
Man, well, I got some help.
Whoa.
Yep. Finally broke down and delegated.
Well done.
Working on that. In studio tonight, we have Mr. Billy Hamilton.
First time.
Jesus of Christ.
Well, second time on the show, but
it's been wonderful having it here. But this portion of the show is brought to you by Slider Town. Still selling Slider Town gear?
Just got a big batch of it in.
Big batch of Slider Town stuff?
Yep.
At the Santa Cruz Boredom, Santa Cruz Apparel.
Yep.
Down at Pacific Wave.
Yep.
You got the T-shirts, right? Got the hoodies, bright, colorful. All the surf spots in Santa Cruz on the T-shirts. I saw one the other day. I was having a burrito somewhere. Like, that's a nice looking sweatshirt.
Yeah, he has some new stuff. top secret. I saw some of his new logos.
New logos.
Yeah, new logos coming out soon.
Can you say that in your voice again?
Top secret.
Top secret.
No, the other one.
Which I don't know.
Screaming voice.
Yeah. Stickers.
Yeah, there you go. Sticker. That sells them.
Billy, how's your trip? How's your trip been here to Santa Cruz?
Oh, I love Santa Cruz. The people here just. It's like I never. I was born with these people here. It's like, yeah. I enjoy coming here. It's going to be an annual thing for me. I'll come here every July and shape. I shape out of John Mel's shop, Freeline Design. I've known John since the early 60s when he went past my house and with his knee board. I go, knee board? Knee board pipeline. He goes, yeah, oh yeah.
He's still kneeboarding.
Still kneeboarding. Yeah. So next time you're going to come back, I want you to be the host of the show, and we'll be the other. You can ask us questions.
Oh, you guys are in big trouble.
That would be a good
The radio station's in big trouble. I ask really insightful questions.
And also we're going to have when you return, and it's only can be for you, the first annual Off the Radio Show kissing contest.
That was my idea, right?
It was your idea.
And it's off the lip. Come on,
is. I know. It's perfect. So next year when you come back, we're going to have a lineup.
Listen, you know what we'll do before that happens?
Oh my God.
We're going to go throughout Santa Cruz. We'll go to the west side. We'll go to the east side. We'll
segregated.
We'll get a bus and we'll select these girls.
The kissing bus.
I will be the guy who selects them.
Hey, all you got to do is put a cash purse up, and there'll be plenty of girls here who want to kiss you.
There you go. I might put that up myself.
$1,000 first prize.
831-479-1080. If you do want to enter the Billy Hamilton Off the Radio Show kissing contest, sign up now. 479-1080 is the phone number. Also, if you have a question for Billy. Did you have a shape for Laird?
Oh, yeah.
You did?
His first surfboard was...
What you shaped for him?
It was about... I think it was about 2.5 feet long, and it came from a broken board. So we just stripped the glass off of it, and it was one of his very first little boards I made. But he and his brother Lion, I made boards for them throughout their early years. I made Laird some pretty keyboards. The one that he rode Chiopu, that big wave in Chiopu with, was probably the most important board.
The one that I took a picture of you underneath the other day.
Yeah, that one.
That was you called it the Millennium Board.
Yeah.
Now, why was it called the Millennium Board?
Well, they referred to that wave as a Millennium wave because it was like the first really giant wave that Chope's ever. He kind of broke the ice there for that stuff, and now it's ridden with great authority by people paddling in. But I mean, then it was like unheard of to have. So those waves had never been seen before. So he kind of broke the ice on them.
We've got
that board to me was like basically you put the board in the wind tunnel for the first time, and it didn't lose any wings or anything. It actually, at the most critical point, it held its own. So.
Where's that board now?
Laird, I think Laird sold that for $50,000. It's in a collector's home somewhere.
Wow,
$50,000.
Yeah.
We have James from Felton. James, thank you for calling the Out There Radio Show. Welcome.
Hi.
How you there? How you doing, buddy?
Yes, I've got two of them. The Redwood plank surfboards I've made in the last 4 years, and I'm hoping that Rocky Schneider will be riding them in the paddle out. I think it's this Sunday. Is that it?
That's Saturday, I believe.
Saturday.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. They're going to be on display down at his shop in the next few days, and then.
So people can go by and check them out.
Yeah, and they're from the source, from Boulder Creek. They're from the original source. Apparently, the original Hawaiian boards that were 1885 were made at the Grove Lumber Company. It's all down at the museum. I got to that show. It was wonderful.
It's very cool, isn't it? Yeah.
I just love your show. You're great. I thought the skateboard show was good. This one's really good.
Well, thank you very much. We appreciate that.
Happy that Rocky's looking forward to paddling my boards. They're 10.6 and 8.6. They weigh about 60 pounds. They're still losing weight. They've been drying for over 4 years.
That's very cool.
They're really cool. They're two-tone heartwood and sapwood, so they're kind of a yellow and red.
So for your information, the paddle out is 11 a.m. at Main Beach. There's a surf demo at Cow's at 8 o'clock on Saturday. Excuse me, you are correct. It's on Sunday morning, July 19th.
Yeah, I just made arrangements with Rocky to put him in his shop this week.
Cool.
And be looking at him. He's got green walls, and it looks really cool.
Thanks.
And everywhere I take them, they were used by a young surfer girl at the Log Jam about a year or two ago. She weighs 115 pounds. These will float somebody about. I can belly ride it, but I'm packing 270 pounds. So Anyway, I just really want to thank you guys. It's a wonderful show you guys have done.
Thanks, James. We very much appreciate it. Thank you for the compliment. Very nice of you.
Very much. Great.
Yeah.
Thanks, buddy.
Thanks, James.
You are listening to the Author Radio Show here on KSCO.
Well done.
Your shaping radio station. Your Billy Hamilton station. It's also the future kissing station of Off the Lip Radio Show. We'll be right back after this very short break.
Hi, this is Jeff Winterhalter from North Bay Ford. Proud to sponsor the Off the Lip Radio Show. We're here to support the local surf community with a full inventory of trucks, hybrids, and plug-in hybrids. Come see why the F-150 has been the best-selling vehicle for 39 years. We have the perfect surf vehicle in stock, the new 2015 Ford Transit van. We have a model that will fit your needs. Come to the no-hassle, easy place to buy a car. No stress, no drama. We make it easy for everybody. We're locally owned, locally operated. North Bay Ford at 1999 SoCal Avenue or www.northbayford.com.
Chill Out Cafe on 41st Avenue, Santa Cruz is not just a block from some of the world's best surf, but it is also where you can go relax and order the tastiest grub before and after your sesh. Plump burritos, fresh salads, sky-high sandwiches, and a superb selection of hot and cold drinks. They have something for you. Go to chilloutcafesantacruz.com to view their menu, and to place your order to go, call 831-477-0543. Chill Out Cafe, where they roll the fatties.
Yes, we are back here tonight with the All Fit Radio Show. You can check us out on Facebook, Instagram, tweeting, and we are streaming live, thanks to Chad, on SantaCruzWaves.com. Check out the future videos that I just made with Santa Cruz Waves. The first one is where I skated with the Santa Cruz Derby Girls. Second one, I did a women's makeover. That was very painful.
I loved your pink hair.
The pink hair. Third one, I did 4 rounds with the future middleweight champion, Mr. Luke Rockhold.
Hold it. Fold it. 4 rounds? Was he easy on you? Come on.
Of course he was easy. But I did get a punch in because I told him, hey, dude, your cell phone's in your pocket. He looked down and checked out his cell phone, and I clocked him one.
No, way to go.
Yeah, I angered the beast. And the latest one was it was in tribute to Mr. Chris Burdish, who was on our show, South African gentleman.
Awesome.
2010 Mavericks winner. He did 24 hours on a paddleboard. Drank a lot of Red Bull, a lot of espresso, and managed to paddle 24 hours. Incredible. So myself and Tyler Fox, in tribute to him, also trying to do our own record, we did 24 minutes riding a stand-up paddleboards on a south swell wearing roller skates. That was funny. Check out that video. And the next video coming out is I'm jumping out of a plane here shortly.
Uh-oh.
Which I don't do planes.
Wow.
I don't jump out. No, I don't do heights. And I'm going to be jumping out of a plane.
Are you going to scream?
And my eyes will be closed. So that's going to be a fun. So check out the future videos coming out on SantaCruzWaves.com.
You're like their one-trick pony right now.
I am a one-trick pony. I'm a freaking idiot. That's what I am. In studio tonight, our guest, esteemed guest, for the last 10 minutes,
the legendary
Mr. Billy Hamilton. Billy, I just last week had probably I like to surf with my kid. There's nothing more fun than surfing with your kid. And I probably had the best day surfing with my son.
I saw the pictures.
So, unbelievable, right? My sister took him. What's your best day surfing? Do you remember?
God, there's been so many of them. My God.
Is there one that kind of like is one that's at the pinnacle?
Well, it's the same kind of thing with me. That you can surf by yourself or you can surf with other people, right? And surfing with your family is like the ultimate. So those early days when the kids are like, they're happy and bubbly and they're learning, and it's like I had a day like that in Kauai with both my kids. And I took them each body surfing.
Yeah,
and
Laird.
It was pretty big.
Just Laird.
Yeah, Laird and his son, his brother Lion, who's 3 years his junior. So they, I had them hold on to my neck, and I took them out into pretty decent sized waves, 5-foot waves, barreling kind of waves.
Right.
And it was like, Laird loved getting destroyed, right? He just want to go as deep and steep as possible and just go for the complete explosion and just get ripped off my neck. He'd come up like, I want to do that again. And then Lion, who was a little bit younger and kind of still a little green in his shorts with that stuff, we had it was one of those real memorable days. He got into the barrel and he was so wide-eyed.
Did he like it or no?
Oh, he did. He loved it. And then he had a pretty bad wipeout, and he didn't like it so much after that. But it was one of those days though when you're sitting on the beach just alone with one kid on one side and one kid on the other, and they're looking at each other, and you're sharing that energy that is so pure and so beautiful. And it's just, you can't make that stuff up.
What's the future hold, do you think, for surfing? I mean, you've seen it change over the years and the decades. You've been involved in it for many decades.
I think we've been talking about the Olympics for a long, long time, and the fact is that because surfing's become so gymnastic, and it makes it an interesting spectator sport, and because we can create standing waves now. We have the technology to make good barreling 6-foot waves. It's going to be a venue it's going to be like a gymnastic venue where I'm pretty sure we'll see it in the games within the next probably 10 years.
You're talking about a wave pool?
Yeah, something like that, along those lines.
Okay.
Because it'd be really, in sports, surfing never had a starting or an ending. Really. I mean, in the sense that it's based upon nature and it's so variable. But in a situation like that where you have the wave is always the same, and you go out and you get so many waves to do whatever you got to do, you get, I don't know, I don't even know the names of what they do now in surfing.
Do you think the public will find it interesting?
I think so.
Well, the wave pool technology, this new one in Russia, do you hear about that?
No. My friend Henry Michel, who was my dear friend who taught in Kuwait, he came on my show, my other show, a couple weeks ago, and he went to Kuwait and taught the royal family for a year. And there's a video of him on YouTube, actually it's on Santa Cruz Waves, because I hadn't put him on there. He went to a wave pool in Dubai. Unbelievable.
Yeah. There's a new one in Russia they're getting ready to open.
Yeah,
It's going to be
it's an incredible video. I mean, the wave's incredible.
They're going to open, you know what? They want to open one in San Jose.
Yeah,
I know somebody.
Good. You know what?
I know somebody.
That's good.
Yeah, no, it's great.
Because maybe they'll stay there.
I know somebody involved in the project. It's a billionaire. He wouldn't disclose who it was. A billionaire Silicon Valley executive wants to open a wave pool in San Jose that's going to mimic the one in Russia. They're going over there for the opening of it, and that's hot news.
Well, you have skate parks. Why not have a big surf park? Right?
$30 a half hour is what they charge, and you're guaranteed like 5 waves or something.
Yeah, he was guaranteed. I think 6 waves, and if you fell, you lost your toe, and you're out. So
yeah.
But the video is pretty cool.
But you think that's a viable idea? I mean, Olympics.
Hey, the Olympics have a problem of being relevant in today's society right now. They know that. That's why there's extreme skiing and all these other half-pipe snowboarding. They're basically, the Olympics have been lost in Greek Olympics. They're trying to get modernized right now with what kids are into.
Yeah, that's interesting.
Because Coca-Cola has to sell ads, right? Or buy ads.
Yeah.
So it's all
how many
about
people watch these live feeds of, like, right now, where are they at right now? Jeffreys Bay? Where are they?
A lot. Yeah.
Do people watch it? A lot of people watch it?
The thing is,
are millions of people going to watch it? I don't know.
I go into like a sports bar once in a while, and I'm drinking, and I have basketball or football or whatever's on, and there'll be one screen dedicated to surfing, and everybody's watching the surfing, and it doesn't matter. I mean, it can be like guys sitting around waiting for 3-foot-high dribblers,
right.
It's like people are fascinated by that, and
it's true. The extreme sports, whatever you want to call it, that moniker,
right,
is made for television. Whether it's motocross or BMX or skateboarding or surfing or skiing or snowboarding, it's made for TV. That's why the X Games are so successful. You don't think the Olympics look at the X Games?
Yeah, of course they do.
Yes.
Costco being the world, the largest surfboard maker now, right? Is that something that disappoints you, or how do you feel about that?
It's an indication of how popular the sport has become. It's become when I started out, it was a little country path through a tiny village. Now it's a freeway that goes all the way around the world. It's huge, and there's a lot of people that do it on a really small scale. They're able to go in for the weekend, buy their kids surfboards, go out and have a fun time when they're traveling, sell them for cheap, and leave. Right. It's like it's a throwaway kind of stuff.
Are you glad that you lived your life, which has been nothing but full, completely full, right, around the ocean? Are you glad you lived in the time that you did?
Oh, I'm so lucky. What can I say? I'm so very fortunate to have done all the stuff I've done and made the decisions to do what I've done with surfing. Yeah, I'm so stoked.
My 2 cents on his life.
Yeah.
How lucky he is to discover Hawaii 47 years ago.
Yeah.
55.
Well, you've got
55? Okay.
Well,
55.
that you've got to thank your mom and dad for, right?
Well, yeah, you know what you do. What you do when you thank your mom and dad, if they've done their homework, is that the mother and the father provide the right environment for their children, number one. And if the children take off in that environment, like my parents moved to Laguna Beach in the late 40s, and I was raised on the beach, in the ocean, day one. Oh, how was I going to run away from that? You know, did I want to go and get a car and go,
no,
you know, into the middle of
Laguna must have been amazing back then.
Oh, it's unbelievable.
Back then,
just
it
like
could have
Santa
been.
Cruz was amazing. I came here in 1964. I met Doug Houghton and Jack O'Neill, and that was amazing.
Right.
Santa Cruz is amazing.
Right.
You know.
Yeah.
Beautiful. Well, Billy, it's been an honor having 2 shows with you. It's been an honor.
Oh, I'm honored.
You know,
Thank you.
and next year you're going to come back
Yep.
for the off-the-lip kissing contest.
We'll get that arranged.
Starring Billy Hamilton.
Yeah, that was a little last minute, but thanks to you guys for thinking of me.
It's been a lot of fun.
Hey, I'll make trophies for it. What the hell?
You should.
Big lips.
Huh?
Oh,
you
man.
should.
Shape some lips.
We got
Hey.
trophies, cash prizes.
Big lips.
Lips have curves. They have curves.
And we're now going to take you to dinner to Star Benny, right? TC, we're going back to Star Benny.
Sergio, we're going to go see.
Gonna
check
go
in.
see, gotta take the legend out to dinner.
Mm-hmm. Yes, for photos.
If you like Italian food, I mean, if you're on a diet, I mean, James who called from Felton, if you're trying to lose weight, James, do not go to Star Benny because it's not happening. It's a weight gainer.
A lot of butter.
A lot of butter.
Tastes so good though.
So freaking good. Star Benny, right down the street, right here. We're gonna fill you. We're gonna fill you up.
Mind if I give somebody a plug? My
Go
friend
ahead.
Keith Greninger, who's going to
yeah.
be playing July 18th.
Right.
There's a lot of posters and stuff about. He's a great guy.
It's a great guy.
Really a wonderful man, family man, and he's got a voice that has the same tenor as Joe Cocker, and it starts and kind of ends there. But yeah, he's coming up pretty soon here, July 18th. So
Thanks,
go see
Billy.
him. Okay.
Thanks,
Nice.
Billy. JC, good to see you, Chad.
You too.
Thank you very much. I want to thank the sponsors who sponsored my show, our show. Without them, it's not happening. Freeline. Did you forget Freeline?
No.
Okay. What you told me you had Freeline. Next week we'll double up Freeline because we
All right.
forgot Freeline. Sorry, gosh darn it. You listening to the Off the Radio Show. We got some great guests coming up.
Freeline's got Love Childs.
Love Childs. We'll be right back next week. See you then. Good night from the Off the Radio Show.
Your source for news, sports, traffic, and weather.